is going on, guys? It is SDTube here, or Alex, and today I got a story for you guys, so let's jump right into it. So, I'm not really sure on what to call this story because this story could have so many different titles, so I'll just make the title up later. Yeah, so this story took place this summer, like the last one. And at the time, I was hanging out in my buddy's house, and most of the day we had just been biking around town. And later that day, we went back to his house, and we shot some of his airsoft guns, and he has a huge collection, which is pretty cool. And after we were done that, I basically had to head back to my house. So on the way, uh, we wanted to play some Ding Dong Ditch on one of his neighbors. Now, Ding Dong Ditch can honestly be one of the most stupidest childish things, or it can be actually pretty fun if you know how to have a good time while doing it, I guess. So anyways, we went up to this guy's house, and we were just kind of chilling on the sidewalk debating who should go up and ring the doorbell. And, we're arguing there for a good 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden, this guy, this guy comes out of the house, and it freaks the shit out of us, so we fucking book it down the street, and, I don't know how the way to describe this sort of intersection, but we hop like a fence onto another street, and then we went onto another street, and that street was the street that was behind his house. So once we got to the street that was behind the house, we stopped running and we just walked. We just took it easy and started walking. And about halfway up the road to his backyard, we saw some lady following us up the road, and it wasn't the person who came out of the door yelling at us. It was a different lady, but she seemed to be following us, so we still weren't sure about what was going on. So we ended up not thinking much of it because it wasn't the same person. So we went into his backyard, or not really his backyard, more like a side path in between his house and some other person's house, and we went through the front, which was a stupid idea because the guy, I think I saw him on his porch just checking out if anybody would come back. And to me it wasn't necessarily a big deal because I had done Ding Dong Ditch plenty of times before. But for some reason I just seemed really freaked out this time. I don't know if it was because of how mad the guy seemed when he came out of the door. And he actually ended up thinking we were trying to rob his house or something, which is complete bullshit. So me and my friend were debating about what was going to happen, if he was going to call the cops on us, because some people do that, or if he was just going to let it go, or if he was going to come to my friend's house. So we were talking about this in the kitchen, and then all of a sudden we hear a ring on the front door, or not on the front door, throughout the house. And his dad was, I think, sleeping at the time, so we weren't going to answer the door because fuck that shit. So once that doorbell ringed, we just kind of quietly looked at each other and really hoped that it wasn't what we thought it was. But it actually ended up being that man and the lady who was following us. It just so happened to be that they were actually living together or whatever. So eventually they keep knocking at the door, and my friend's dad gets up out of bed and he answers the door, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? How can I help you guys?" So these people completely flip the shit and say we were lurking around the bushes and shit, and in reality we were really just standing, not even, we were barely on their property, we were more on the driveway more or less, or on the sidewalk, and they said we were lurking in the bushes and trying to rob their house or something like that. So my friend's dad calls us downstairs, and we try to explain to him and these people that we were gonna do this shit, or what they thought we were gonna do. So after we explained that the whole thing was just a joke and that we had no intention of robbing their house, they started crying and scowling us out, saying, "I don't know what I would do if my kids were in this type of situation," and shit like that. And it really didn't make any sense to me because in reality we had really done nothing wrong. We had never even touched the door or the doorbell. We were, again, just standing on their property. I don't know. What the guy said we were doing was illegal. I have no idea. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But yeah, actually just recently, we found out that this guy is a substitute teacher at our school. Now, this honestly scared the shit out of me because he didn't really look super familiar when he came to the door that one time during the summer, but I know he has substituted me a couple times in a couple of my classes. Honestly, I guess more the realization of the fact that he was a teacher was way more shocking than the fact that he threatened to call the cops on us. But you know, in the end, guys, no police reports were filed. No damage was really caused at all. No damage was even caused at all. Like besides from people just getting pissed off a little bit. But anyways, guys, that is the end of the story. Let me know what you thought of the story in the comment section below. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe to if you already haven't. Also, let me know what you guys think of the new double uploading a week. I don't know, I just decided to try it out because one upload a week was getting kind of boring for me. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks again for watching. My name is XiEoN, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday.